Welcome to my educative channel. I'm Dr. Ricardo Giustra, plastic surgeon, professor of University of Medicine, and I specialize in technology. Today I'm going to talk about a new product that is Eladerm. It's a new radiofrequency microneedle that was designed by Thomas Lee. Thomas Lee is an engineer who has trained in Japan and is owner of Bison. Bison is a big enterprise that produces technology that is distributed through the world, including United States, have FDA of many technology. I'm going to show this equipment. Eladerm is the first painless RF. Has a higher power because there is 2 RF in one equipment, 1 MHz and 2 MHz. As you know, higher power produces more collagenogenesis, more collagen contraction, more collagen coagulation, more skin shrinking, more skin tightening, and more skin collagenogenesis. We can use this higher power because Eladerm has a unique cooling system that can cool the skin to 4 to 8 degrees. If you make a treatment painless and the treatment is very well, you have a very good result, the conclusion you are going to have a happy patient. Here we can see the 2 modes, 1 MHz, 2 MHz. For this reason, we have 2 RF inside the Eladerm, and this make a big power. But we can use this high power if this Eladerm have not a very important vacuum with cooling system. The cooling system helps to have less hyperpigmentation, less redness, less blister, and less bleeding. Also have unique needles. These needles are sharp surface. This sharp surface produce less skin damage, and you know less skin damage produce less pain and less bleeding also. Not only we have few side effects for the cooling system, but also we have very few side effects because these needles are unique. You can compare these Eladerm needles with this one, very bluntly. My conclusion are between Eladerm and other RF are the following. Eladerm have a high energy, one equipment, 2 RF, vacuum and cooler system, let us cool the skin more than other technologies, have sharp tips, less skin damage, longer tips, deep tissue treatment. Eladerm's special and unique characteristic allows us to obtain better result, avoid complication, and treat more pathology. As you can see, Eladerm one equipment multiple. I can treat my experience I'm going to show now. I treat fine and deep wrinkles, dilated pores, acute acne, and different skin infection, scar caused by the acne, body stretch mark, scar from trauma, hyperhidrosis, fine wrinkles. This patient, I perform 6 treatments, one each week, and this is the result after the last treatment. You can see the improvement of the skin contraction. This result is unbelievable, but because you can treat this patient with surgery, if you treat with carbon dioxide laser, I have 30 years of carbon dioxide laser. I think the best is carbon dioxide laser. But what happened? This patient have an important charge in the government. He has to have duty and it's impossible to perform carbon dioxide laser. For this reason, I choose Eladerm, and here is what I get. And this is the treatment. Also, in the other patient, the needles can go with high energy and very deep. And in this situation, the energy must be very slow and the needle can be not so deep, very in the surface. Because the eyelid skin is the thinner of the body, and we must to contract in the superficial. And here we can see the result. This is another result. You can see the improvement of this area. Also this area, this wrinkle, and how improve the jawline. Another patient, wrinkles. In this situation, I only treat with microneedles. In this situation, I made the combination with microneedle plus ulce. I utilize ulce therapy from Bison, and in 3 sessions I get this result. You can see the improvement of the jawline, also this. I began nearly 16 years ago. I was a pioneer in microneedles, and my first publication was in 2013 in one of the most important magazines in the world, that is in the International Society of Aesthetic Plastic Surgeons. Also, I use Eladerm for acute acne. There are 4 main factors for the acute acne: the excess production of the fatty, sebum, hair follicle clog, dead cells, bacteria, and inflammation. Occlusion of the ostium, like you can see here, does not allow the sebaceous content flow out. This is the cause of infection. But this infection at first is local, and after that is spread, and the final result is acne scar. Then we must to treat the acute acne, and we must to prevent the facial scar. Eladerm have, I told before, have sharp needles, high energy peak. Then what happened? With a sharp needle, I drain the purulent tissue, and I first drain the coagulation of the bacteria, and after that the coagulation of the sebaceous gland. And what happens if I kill the gland that produces this disease? I'm going to have long-lasting result. This patient must be treated each 15 days during 6 months, and this treatment is taking 14 days, 15 days. Eladerm improve the acute acne, have long-lasting result, are observed and avoid scar. I investigate in each equipment that I use. I make histopathologic study, and with histopathologic study we can see how Eladerm damages the sebaceous gland. This is the reason that we are going to have long-lasting result. Here is the patient with the treatment. I also have treated another facial infection. the same mechanism. Rosacea. High energy produce more vascular coagulation. Then I have this kind of result after 1 month of the treatment. Sometimes I treat the patient each week. Periumbilical flaccidity is very, very complex. I treat this patient with high energy, the deepest I can go with the microneedles. And this is the result after 10 sessions, 1 week each one. You can see the nevus and the nevus. Stretch marks. This is the result with the stretch mark. 1 week, 2 months of treatment. And also in this patient I perform platelet rich at the same time. This is the energy, 4.5 deep, duration, repeat, and after also platelet rich. The energy. In the stretch mark and in the photorejuvenation, the microneedle RF not only produce skin contraction, collagen coagulation, not only work with the heating process. This is one mechanism, but another mechanism is the liberation of the blood cells, and with the liberation of this with all blood cells inside, here we have growth factors. For this reason I prefer use several times the Eladerm in order to produce inside like a lagoon with blood cells. This doesn't mean that you see outside, you don't see, but this is what happens inside. Here you have another mechanism of how improve the facial rejuvenation, how improve the stretch mark. You can see all blood cells, but outside it's impossible to see. Look this. This is a sea of blood cells, all growth factors. In hyperhidrosis, it produces coagulation of the sweat glands. High energy and deep are required. The sebaceous glands are more superficial, like you can see here, than the sweat glands that are here. For this reason, Eladerm should be used in a deeper and higher mode. Eladerm should be considered as another therapeutic possibility to the application of the toxin botulinum in the treatment of this disease, and with Eladerm you are going to have long-lasting result. I hope you enjoyed this presentation. I hope you use Eladerm and have this wonderful result. Many of these results are only with Eladerm because I'm investigating about this product, but also you can use in facial rejuvenation with Ulce. You can see in my website Ulce Therapy have wonderful result. See you in some meeting around the world.